Yeah.
Try and rap again.
Here we go. Yeah, we got it. It's Tuesday night. I don't want to fight.
I do.
I'm living my life on the couch. I don't know. Tonight. It just builds every time. What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Successfully Unsigned.
We're back.
I'm surprised you didn't ask what the show's called, Dale.
Hey, I remembered last time, and I remembered this time. It was 2 times ago that I forgot.
Yeah.
He was just like, what are we talking about again?
You asked what the show was called.
What episode is
last episode, didn't you? Or
Oh,
2
did
episodes
No.
ago.
I remembered what the show was called last episode. Y'all forgot.
I didn't forget.
Did I forget?
You did forget.
So. Was it me?
I think you were almost...
Somebody forgot.
Whatever the one was when you were almost asleep on the couch.
Yeah, that was 2 ago.
Oh, yeah. That was rough. And then last time I just like couldn't talk and I kept being like...
Yeah, that was...
He walked in, he was just like... He sat down the entire episode, was like, what's the title of the podcast again?
I'm just going to end up going in there. I'll sleep in David's bed.
That's why I have my bed in the same room as my couch. As you can tell, we are back at the home base. We are at Studio South, I guess, or David's Studio
Street.
Or North.
Studio Street.
This would be...
It's the Overstreet.
It's the Overstreet. Yeah, it's Overstreet Studio.
It's across the street.
But in a different room.
It's around the
So
street.
it's still different.
Yeah. We had some arrangements tonight going on, which you will see. Yeah, you will see soon.
I mean, we were plugging it on social media. I feel like we can talk about it. We have an interview with Hexproof coming up in July. So very exciting. And it went really well.
Yeah.
They were super fun, super down to earth. I love talking to Atlanta, and then her drummer Chris was so great too.
Yeah, his interview skills. I did not know they were that good. I did not know. I'm looking up there thinking the camera's there. Oh. No, like it's insane. I've been looking up there the whole time, like talking to the light.
The camera's not in the light, bro. Go to the light.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. She performed for us, which was also really, really great. And yeah, you guys are going to love it. If you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel, check out hers, check out Melodies.
That one's doing pretty well. It was a good video. Like,
it was great.
As someone who did not do any of the editing or anything or the performance, like these two, it was really good.
Shout out to Dale for engineering that. That was a great job on that. Shout out to the guy who mastered my tracks on that.
Who did that?
Tristan Roberts.
Roberts.
Yeah,
okay, I wonder if that was the guy.
Yeah, he did a great job on
Does
it.
some solid work.
Sounded great. And so, yeah, go check it out. Go check out all of our YouTube content. We've constantly got stuff posting every week. We release episodes every Monday night, 8 o'clock on our YouTube channel. We're hoping to, extend our platform here pretty soon. Going to, Patreon probably in the near future, like trying, So, yeah.
And hey, if you're out there and you're listening and you're a DIY artist and there's a topic that we haven't covered yet, let us know.
Please.
Shoot us a DM.
Please.
Hit us in the comments and tell us, hey, I really want to learn about X, Y, and Z. Or you want to hear, kind of a discussion-based, podcast about X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, about math.
Or if you want to do an interview.
Yeah.
If you're an artist out there,
Yes, man.
This guy's interview skills, okay.
It reminded me of like Oprah. Like Oprah used to interview people.
We were cracking up over
that.
Perfect.
You guys are making my head so big. I really appreciate that because, I think my number one dream would be to host my own show, either a talk show or
Well, you did a radio show.
I was gonna say my own podcast, which sounds really bad. I'd be like,
wow.
peace, y'all.
Honestly,
wow.
Y'all know what I'm saying. I love y'all.
No, but during this last interview with Hexproof, David and I were sitting over here behind the camera, and if we were just cracking up at just
they were little girls just giggling.
I think David called us 3-year-olds when we were texting back and forth, so you wouldn't hear us over the camera or anything like that, so you wouldn't hear us actually in the podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you do hear us giggle, no, you didn't. But he was like, we're 3-year-olds back here. I'm like.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
So much fun.
It was refreshing not to be on the mic and just be able to judge others.
Exactly.
It was great.
So much fun.
Just like that. Just like that.
So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to the interview with Hexproof and Atlanta and Chris. Great Great crew there.
I don't think it'll be out when this
it's not out yet. So stay tuned until it comes out.
Yes, it'll be out in July. We're doing about one interview a month.
That's where Dale has Alzheimer's, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Anyway, so
moving on.
Show and yell, y'all.
Show and yell.
Show and
I had to do
yell.
2 show and yells today. It was crazy.
I know, and you are probably like over the moon about it because this is like your segment, bro.
Mine's in the other room.
I was gonna say I told her, I said, no, I'm not doing part of it. She said, no, I want you to bring an item. So I did.
Yeah.
And then I brought a more serious item for her. So stay tuned for what that is. But today I have a fun, silly item. So.
Can't wait. I'm gonna go grab mine. It's in the other room. You guys go for it.
Okay. Dale, do you want to go first?
Okay, sure, yeah. So once again, like last week, I am already wearing my show and yell.
Because he brought a different item that he's already done.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that. Well, I was walking around my house earlier, and like, man, what do I have? What do I have? I don't have anything to like bring to show and yell. And then I saw this thing on my bookshelf, and I was like, I'm gonna bring that. So I picked it up and I brought it. And then when I got here, Patrick and David were like, you've already done that.
Yeah.
So my bad to all the people out there. You don't get to see it again.
Dale just has a bad memory.
If you want to know what it is, you can actually go back and look at all the other episodes, and you'll have to look at every single one.
Because we don't know which episode, so
I have no
watch
idea,
every single one until you find it. And leave it in the comments what you think it is.
Yes, tell us what you think it is.
And you will win a hug from Dale.
What?
And him saying, I love you.
What? No. You got me all kind of like confused right there.
I'm sure you are.
Oh, shut up. So, mine for today, my show and yell for today is an item I just happen to be wearing, but it is an item that is pretty cool and special to me. It's a hat. I like hats. If you can't tell, I like hats. Hence why I'm always in the in-ears, not the over-the-ears, so I can always wear my hats. But this one is not my normal hat that I wear, not the wide brim hat. It's not the Stetson. It's this one. It's this special little hat right here. Let me show it to everybody. All the world can see, right? So this is a one-of-a-kind hat that my sister bought me for my birthday. What makes it one-of-a-kind is it has a special patch on the front. This patch has stickball sticks engraved on it. I don't know what he's got right there.
I don't know, but he like walked in like holding his butt.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Like he was like holding in.
I mean, he came from the direction of the bathroom, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
But special patch here. I don't know the artist actually, and my sister, when she gave it to me, couldn't remember who the artist was that made this. But if you made this out there, you're awesome. I love your work. It's a great hat. Thanks.
Okay. Am I going next or are you?
Go for it.
Okay. Wacky Zingo.
Oh my gosh.
What
How many
is that?
of these little like
So this is Wacky.
Wow, Patrick unplugged his microphone in his excitement.
Oh, okay. Hopefully that's okay.
Okay. We trust him to hold the mic, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah. Okay, so Wacky Zingo is, if any of y'all played Webkins, you can see the little W on his butt. Webkins was a game where you like could buy a stuffed animal and then like play with it virtually as well. I was obsessed with Webkins, and there was a game called Wacky Zingo where this big orange monster would take a club, throw this thing up in the air, and smack it, and your goal was to like get it as far as possible. So I used to have this, and me and my cousins would play real life Wacky Zingo and slam it against my grandma's closet. Also it speaks.
Wow.
Why do all of your little creatures sound demonic and have noises, Patrick?
They're probably having conversations in that one room. Just
with Annabelle?
With Annabelle.
She's probably like doing a group therapy session in there with all of them. Like, all right, everybody, what are we going to talk about today? That tickles. Or whatever the little guy says.
All right.
You got problems, bro.
It's so cute. Anyway, so we smacked it against my grandma's closet door so much that I broke the voice box.
Oh, great.
And I don't remember what happened. I think what happened was one of my cousins, I think like multiple of us had one. And I think one of my cousins were getting rid of theirs. So I took theirs. Or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. But for some reason, I know at one point one of them was broken. And now I have this one that isn't broken. And he's so cute. And shout out to my friend Jenna, because I think I've shown off my like Webkins. There were Webkins charms. and my friend Jenna got me some. And one of them had like 3 wacky Zingos on them. So you can't really see, but I have 2 wacky Zingos on my necklace with the Webkins logo, and then 2 of the teachers from Webkins on the side. So I dressed up for the occasion. And all else that I have to say is...
We didn't really say
that.
it,
That
but
tickles.
I hate that so much.
I hate you.
imagine just
kidding, love
that
you.
going off in the middle of the night.
I hope
Just-
it does.
His stupid little other like
Yeah.
My singamajigs.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
And I have a Fred doll that talks. And what did I show last week that talked? I showed something. I thought.
You showed the...
Annabelle.
What's the one that looked like...
No, I had
Oh.
Annabelle, but there was something else that talked.
Domo? No, Domo doesn't
Oh,
talk.
it was Hannah Montana, the Hannah Montana doll.
Oh, yeah.
The Hannah Montana doll talks?
Hannah Montana.
It sings, but it just went "Rah," because it's broken.
Oh, my goodness.
I also
Just
have a
like
Victorious
you.
one that does the same thing that Matt Bennett signed. Shout out to you, Matt Bennett. Thank you.
Is that one also broken?
Yeah.
Just like you.
Sorry, Matt Bennett. All right. Well, it's funny you
Okay,
mentioned the creature that scared you on the Christmas episode because Yoda Christmas hat.
Oh snap!
Where was this for the Christmas episode?
I think I was wearing it. Was I wearing
You
it?
just
No.
wore a regular.
No, I
Santa
didn't
hat.
wear it. So I found
cute.
this, and because I was like really on Baby Yoda at the time, like all those Baby Yoda memes were coming out, and
Believe that.
I was just, I loved it, and so
It's
I saw
cute.
this, and I was like,
Have you seen the
Need
like
it.
Baby Yodas where they like add eyelashes and blush?
no,
Those ones are my favorite. They're so funny.
really? Well, and then like everybody else got to Baby Yoda, and then it just became popular, and so I was like, I don't want to.
You were like a minion Facebook mom.
yeah. Whatever. What's that?
Even Dale knows it. Like the moms that like
Like retweet minions or
share like minions posts. It'll just be like, I hate waking up in the morning or something, and it's just like
It's
a
just-
minion being like, meh.
Yeah.
It's just
Minion memes.
It's minion memes, but
Yeah.
of things that have nothing to
Yeah.
do with minions.
Well, I mean, that's what else are they gonna do on Facebook? You know, complain about their knee operation. Like it's just it's pretty much where you go to scream into the void. You know,
Show and yell.
show and yell. I feel like most of us have migrated off Facebook, and it's just our parents left on Facebook.
No, this
I
one uses
still like
Facebook
Facebook,
so
bro.
much,
I like
more
Facebook.
than anything.
I got some
Um,
good meme dealers on there, man. Like that's what I'm on there
He
for
thinks
Facebook.
he does.
I do.
The meme
You
campaign.
just don't like my memes. But I got
Sometimes.
I got some good meme dealers.
Then
on
again,
Facebook,
he
so
doesn't like my memes.
You do some weird. You got some weird stuff, man. It's like some weird
like dark.
stuff. No, it just
Boom,
makes no
shakalaka,
sense.
Boom, boom.
It's like it's random humor that has
Huh.
no
It's so funny.
It's contextless humor,
Okay.
and so
I'll
I'm
send you
like,
some.
Will you send me some? Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? I don't
Huh.
understand this.
And he just responds with a laughing emoji instead of like. Meanwhile, I give him like actual responses.
Because I don't know what to say to half your stuff.
Yeah, he
It
doesn't know what's
there's-
going on.
I don't
At
understand
least just
it.
send me a question mark? Question mark?
Well, then you'd explain it, and then it still wouldn't make sense.
Right.
You're just mean to me for no reason.
I am so mean to you.
The feud between you two is
Literally
it's great. Well, that is show and yell.
Show and yell.
cute.
Do we
I like
want
it.
to play the game now, or do we want to take a break and then come back and play
we
the
have a
game?
game?
Let's do a sandwich of this serious topic game.
Okay. So we're gonna take a small little break. During that break, go to the bathroom, do what you need to do. Fix yourself a sandwich.
Pee-pee-poo-poo.
Ooh, makes me
Fix
a
some-
sandwich too, y'all. I love
Oh.
some sandwiches. Some bologna. I love bologna.
Bologna.
Fried bologna.
Five bologna.
Fried bologna.
Fried bologna is so good.
I think I said 5 bologna.
Fried bologna.
Fried bologna.
Okay, we're taking a break. Bye.
I'll be right back. Welcome back to Successfully Unsigned. In the last segment, we talked about our show and yell and teased our topic for tonight, which is going to be...
I don't think we did tease
No,
the
we
topic.
didn't. Well,
Surprise!
It's in the title, all right? That teases it enough. We're talking about booking gigs tonight. As an artist, obviously this is very, very important. To get your name out there, showcase your abilities. How do you go about getting gigs? How do you go about booking gigs? How do you go about,
And what does a good gig look like?
Right.
Well, I think we talked a little bit about, obviously like live performances and putting yourself out there because, I mean, I've obviously never done it, but I feel like that'd be pretty awkward. And especially, I mean, a lot of the times that's kind of not necessarily your first time sharing your music, assuming if you've like released music on Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, but it is the first time where you're like sharing it in person, which is scary. And like you only got one shot until you mess it up.
Yeah.
Oh, until you do well.
Wow.
Whoa.
Way to be optimistic there, Patrick.
Whoopsies.
From a performer himself. Wait.
I am a performer.
You a something?
I used to be in choir in theater, so I performed that way.
With others, yeah. No, so I think a good place to start is going to shows, right? Like you have to put yourself out there and you have to go and support other artists.
Yes.
Because if you don't get to know people, you're not going to make any connections and you're not going to get gigs. So that's the first step.
With that thought in mind, I want to go back to high school personal finance. Did anyone else have to take this stuff from
the
Dave
logical
Ramsey?
place to go?
No one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's literally under the financial piece.
Yeah, you took the stuff from Dave Ramsey, right?
It was like in my church though.
I remember nothing other than 401ks and 12%. I don't know.
Debt
something.
snowball, like
Debt
it's
snowball,
random
right?
stuff like that.
But I remember this analogy that he gave at one point, and the analogy stuck with me because I think it's applicable to a lot of things. But the analogy was he was talking about money. He's like, money. It's kind of like, if you have a fist, right? If your fist is closed, you're not losing any money. No money's going out. You're holding that money real tight. But if your fist is closed, money can't come in, right? It can't leave, but it also can't come in. You're not going to gain anything. And it's kind of the same way with networking. If you hold yourself closed off, you're not losing anything per se, right? There's no networks, there's no friendships that you're losing because you're not making any new ones, but you're also not making any new ones. Nothing's coming in, nothing's going to happen if you don't put yourself up and open yourself up to going out and meeting new people and going to new shows. So it's the same way when you support other people. Right. People aren't going to support you if you don't support them. And that's kind of, I think about that analogy kind of a lot with a lot of things when it comes to interpersonal relationships. Because, I mean, if you don't give to other people, they're not going to want to give back. Yeah.
And that doesn't even just involve like going to their shows. It means like reposting their stuff.
Repost their stuff.
Even just like on a random Monday afternoon, just like post their track or something.
Yeah.
And then I guarantee you, if you do that enough, they're probably going to message you and be like, hey, like we're about to do this show. We'd like you, to
for sure
open for us. Or, you know what I mean? So it's just about building those connections and friendships, and
it's about doing it in an honest fashion. It's not just hopping on the train just when everybody else is. It's not because if you repost them only when everybody's reposting them, that's great, that's fine, that's helpful. There's nothing wrong with that. Post them then, right? Give them encouragement. Send them a text message. It's like checking up on your friends only on their birthdays, right? If you only check up on their birthdays, I mean, sure, that's nice, that's fine. But what's going to mean more? Just on their birthdays or hitting them up randomly saying, hey, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. It's about being personal with things.
Right.
Don't be a clout chaser.
Exactly.
But also, do you do that, Dale?
With some people.
With the birthday thing, I mean.
What, only hit people up on their birthdays? I mean, no,
he always
Facebook
talks about how he's not good at reaching back out to people.
I'm really not good at it. It's something I have to
quick
work on.
side note, speaking of supporting, I do not support Dave Ramsey. I do not trust that man, and I just want to put that in the public. So Dave Ramsey, if you're watching this, you're on my hit list. Oh, not like a bad hit list. Just like a I don't like you list. Just like a I don't like you list. Sorry.
I would love to go into that.
It's not me.
After the show, we'll go into that. I'm curious now. Wow.
That was not the turn I expected in this podcast.
But okay. So I told them, I was like, look, I don't know anything about booking gigs or anything, but I've been to a lot of like live shows and stuff, and you really do see that camaraderie between artists. and just being like, oh my gosh, yeah, like we should totally collab sometime, or which goes back to one of our other episodes. I've been to open mic nights, which are like literally built for that. And those are really great just because, especially if you are quite literally just starting out, those are perfect because look, if you're at an open mic night and you're not good, you won't be the only one who's bad.
Yeah.
I have been to some open mic nights where I had to like mentally leave the room because it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Typically it's because people try stand up there, and you know what? Chase your dreams, do what you need. But let's just be honest, stand up is awkward in the beginning. But I think
It's tough to do, yeah.
But as far as like artistry goes, I mean, if you're like, I don't really have any songs I've written yet, but like I want to perform, that's a great place to do covers.
Give it a shot. See
Yeah.
what happens. And it's a great place that if you try and if you mess up, it doesn't matter. You think it does in the moment, but nobody's going to remember.
People
your
go to
mic.
open mic nights to support other people.
Yes.
So they are not there to watch your downfall and laugh at you.
Yeah.
No, and most of the time it's like in a coffee shop or a bar or whatever, where people are just literally just having conversations with their friends. They're not
Right.
exactly coming to pay attention
Exactly.
to you.
Right.
And so I've always thought of open mics as like practice. Like if
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
debut a new song,
Yes.
I'm pulling it out at an open mic. Like it's just gonna happen. It's also how you work on your crowd energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that. But yeah, so we've talked about kind of like what you should do as far as, hold on, I'm sorry.
Well, and one thing real quick, as you
I'm
you know,
falling
as
asleep.
you wrap your brain around whatever you were wrapping your
I'm
brain
trying to
around
get
there.
back to what I'm trying to bridge to something, but I can't remember what
But
we were
going
saying.
back to the idea of going to shows and the camaraderie and everything,
Yeah.
people can't you can't get gigs that people don't. I mean, if people don't know you, they can't give you a gig,
Yeah.
right? So
That's-
just recently, I was doing some booking for a reoccurring event throughout the summer. And David, you actually both of you kind of know what this thing is. And as we were doing gigs, or as I was booking, I was looking for multiple different artists to come in and do some stuff. And I was like, yeah, I love to support, you know, the friends that I have. In fact, David's coming out to perform, and I love to support and bring stuff in like that. And one of my other coworkers was like, hey, well, I know this one artist, you know, what about her? Can she come play? I'm like, well, yeah, why not? You know, because as I was sitting there thinking about it, I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I can only book the people I know about. I can't, if he had never, he was like, I'm sorry if I'm overstepping my bounds and suggesting somebody. I'm like, no, that's fine. Cause like me as, you know, in that sense, being on the booking side, on the promotion side, I can only book the people I know about. If I don't know about them, I can't book them. If people don't know about you, they can't book you.
Yeah.
So you have to go talk to people. You have to go introduce yourself.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Like, be ready also. Like, if you're in a place and you want to inquire about playing there, have something ready for them. Like, for instance, I was at a bar one time in Murfreesboro, and there was a band playing, and I had inquired about playing, and the guy literally was just like, do you have anything on Spotify? I was like, yeah. And he's like, let me hear. And so he listened to it, and he was like, yeah, you're in. And so he pulled out the book, and we scheduled it. And now anytime I want to play a show there, he's like,
that's so
absolutely.
cool.
Nice.
So literally it's just about having something ready, whether it be like anything on YouTube or Spotify or whatever, so that they can have a reference. Because if people can't, most of the time venues need to fill spots, right? And especially if it's not like busy nights or whatever. Like one of my other jobs is I work at a jazz club in Nashville, and they are constantly looking for people to play, like to fill spots. And it doesn't, you know, the talent level obviously varies between each show, but obviously you just need to have something ready, just in case, you know, you're put on the spot like that.
Yeah,
So.
and that's the importance of having demos, even if you haven't released music yet, right? You don't have to have something on Spotify. It's great if you do. Absolutely great if you already have your stuff put out there like that. But if you're not at that stage yet and you haven't made that leap, have demos ready. Like it's like David said, YouTube, whether it's SoundCloud, whether it's just on your phone in your Google Drive, somewhere, have some demos with you ready to go.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know, if you're an acoustic artist, obviously coffee shops are an easy, like
Yeah.
most coffee shops in Nashville or, you know, anywhere.
Yeah.
are going to be like, sure, hop on like a Wednesday night or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a lot of those kinds of bookings are going to be on like probably inconvenient nights, right? So like you might have work early the next morning, or it's like, but that's where you start, right?
Right.
So some of those sacrifices
You're not
sometimes have to
Get
be
over
made.
it.
You're not going to get prime spots when you're first starting, because
Right.
as a public commodity, you haven't established your own value yet.
Mhm.
So you're not going to get the valuable places.
Right. So you're fighting for that initially.
You have to make those sacrifices.
Mm-hmm. So maybe a good night's sleep isn't in the cards,
It's never in the cards for me.
Oh, stop. You fell asleep on the couch during a podcast.
During a performance.
Yeah. No. You're right. When people were singing loudly around you, you still fell asleep.
Well,
So what else?
Okay, so whenever you start kind of, okay, I've been performing a bunch. I've been getting a lot more gigs. Like, obviously I don't think you guys know, or I don't think you guys have experienced this, but like, do you have any advice on whether it be like a booking agent or someone who, when you're getting big enough, when you guys know what I'm trying to say. I can't speak.
Like when to get a booking agent?
I guess. Or like what do I do from here?
First of all, when you have the funds, that's adequate. But I think it's when you get a couple places in rotation, and then you start getting noticed, and then you have to kind of manage all of that, and that's tough because maybe your Google's calendar is full, and you don't know. It gets confusing and it runs together. So I'd say, kind of going off that, just like I said, get a few places in rotation. Like maybe like the coffee shop will have you back once a month, or maybe you do like, I don't know, like an event or something once a month or something, or once every week. And I think that's probably, it's just like the quantity of things coming in really warrants that. But again, it is tough because it's money. So, but if it's an investment you can make it.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, booking agents. I mean, it's a service, right?
Yes.
You pay them to do something you no longer have either the time to do, or it's gone to a point where it's beyond your knowledge base.
Yeah.
Right, and you're asking someone else who has more expertise to come in and step in and do that. And so they're absolutely a great first step. One other service that a lot of industry representatives and producers and engineers and even talent agents and stuff like that will recommend as your first step is actually a lawyer. A lot of people will recommend get a lawyer first. Why? Because when you start getting those label deals, when records start asking you to sign some deals to come in and cut stuff, know what you are signing.
Yes, contracts.
You got to know what you're signing. And that includes booking agents, that includes the lawyers, that includes everybody. But oddly enough, I've been told numerous times about how lawyers have actually gotten artists gigs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what you don't expect, but lawyers got connections.
They negotiate.
They
negotiate.
What
they do.
True.
So get you a lawyer. Know what you're signing.
Yeah.
Know what when you have a deal that's come up, to play a new venue, take it to them. Even if it's a simple 1 or 2 page document, say, hey, explain this to me. Look this over. And if they see you working hard, they might help you out as well.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the business aspect is not for everyone, right? Like, it's an artist. Like, you're already doing the artistry thing. There's other avenues for the business part. And if you can utilize that because it will open doors for you, and those doors will start to pay off.
But you have to make sure you protect yourself. You don't want to lose everything you have because you didn't read something right. Or if you read it and you thought it meant one thing when legal jargon or something else means something totally different.
Yeah, which kind of brings up another interesting point about booking gigs. Be willing to pay or to play some gigs for free at first.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And put that kind of aside, because I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to play gigs unless I'm making money. It's like, well, that's not always going to be the case.
I feel like that's usually not the case, right? Like, I feel like most people, I mean, you kind of, I mean, yeah, you're doing it, but you're trying to get your name out there, right? So it's like, why wouldn't you do it for free?
Yeah, but it's like, I know a lot of people that are like, that have a lot of talent and they're like already entitled to be like,
If you're one of those people, then maybe you should just quit and reevaluate yourself and get some therapy.
Right.
Along with Dave Ramsey. enemy of the show,
Oh
Dave Ramsey
goodness.
successfully unsigned.
Do be careful when you get those DMs that say, "Hey, you want to come play for exposure?" Do be careful of some of those. Some of
Yeah.
those are not what they should be.
Yeah.
Right? If someone's asking you specifically, like they want you to come play, and you know, if it's another band and they're like, "Hey, you want to open for us?" That's one thing. But if it's a venue and an established place and they're like, "Hey, you want to come play for exposure?"
If they're saying that in the, it should be like, what's the word? Self-explanatory. That if they have to say that off the bat, that's suspect.
It's suspect. Be very careful. Doesn't mean you can't go play that gig.
Yeah.
But be very aware. They might just be using you and, you know, when they easily could pay or should pay.
Yeah.
That might be something that's an issue on their end. But absolutely.
Yeah.
You're going to play gigs for free. And, you know, if it's, like I said, if it's other bands setting stuff up, especially,
for sure.
there's that community of bands. There's that community of musicians that are all trying to do what you're trying to do. They're all trying to make their music and get it out there. And so help each other.
Yeah.
And not only will sometimes you have to pay or play for free, sometimes you'll have to pay to play. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
you have to pay like an entry fee or whatever.
You gotta spend money to make money, and
Exactly.
you know, especially early on. Like I know the first couple concerts that I played with a full band, I rented the venue and I brought in some other bands. In fact, David came and played, and that night we actually made a little bit, and I got split up to all the bands. The second time
nice.
that I very little once the venue was covered.
Yeah.
But the second time that I did a concert, chose the same venue, so and it was a great price and everything like that. And David played in my band that time, and we had two other opening acts. And that time we didn't break even, like we didn't even pay for the venue, but that was part of it, right? We still played a gig, we still had fun, we still shared our music with everyone that was there, but we didn't break even, which means that you lose money. You paid to play.
Yeah.
And that's part of the game. Sometimes you have great turnout, sometimes you don't. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think another point I wanted to bring up was like, I never knew how to initiate with club owners and venues owners. And I thought, you know, you go to their website and you see the contact us to play, send us an email and we'll get back to you. And it's like, no, they won't.
No.
You got to go in person.
Yeah.
And you got to be that guy. You got to go to the bar and say, hey, can I talk to the man? Like you have to be that dude for a second. And it's weird at first, but honestly, like I said, there's literally managers whose job it is to just book acts. And they're looking for any excuse to do their job. And so you come in and you're like, you know, I've got a band, we want to play. And they're like, all they'll need is something to reference. And then they're like, okay, you know, like for the most part.
Yeah.
So all that to say, in-person interaction cannot be replaced with emails or even like phone calls, you know,
You
like
got to put your face to it.
All of this sounds honestly like for the past year I was looking for a job, and that's what it really reminds me of.
Yeah, it's an interview.
You know, you're putting yourself out there, and everywhere I went, at one point I was getting desperate, so I was just looking for even part-time jobs, and so I just, you know, started going into the places, and they're like, you know what, we really love your energy, and so I feel like obviously that would kind of translate in the same way. Or even you were saying, you know, David knew someone who was like, oh, can I bring this person in? And I mean, you think about LinkedIn, that's literally what it's for. It's building your network through, oh, well, I don't know this person, but me and him know this person who's a professional. And so let's link up, and, you know, maybe there's a job opportunity or whatever it be. And that's the same translation. And that is something that everyone can relate to in the adult world. And so if you maybe think about it like that, I mean, because if you want to make music your job, I mean, it's going to translate in the same way.
Like we talked about for the first, I don't know how many episodes, and continue to talk about now, it is a people business. It's all about who you know and the connections and the relationships you have with those people. You have to have a good relationship with them, right? Somebody that you don't have a good relationship with is not going to pitch you for a next great opportunity. Yeah. But you still have to know them. You still have to meet them. You have to meet them face to face. And so it's so important.
Yeah. Yeah. And, that's something that's kind of been on my plate recently because I've been trying to get back out and play gigs, and just kind of formed a little band and trying to start to get back out there now. So a lot of this is applicable to me right now. So and I'm sort of learning the do's and don'ts of it as well.
Hey, and when you take those gigs, don't underestimate anybody that is there. Not just the bands, right? The bands are great connections. Make those. Those will lead to some great stuff. Mm-hmm. Don't just make friends with the managers and the house staff. Look at the audience. Sometimes there are people there. If somebody just loved your show and loved your set, go talk to them.
Yeah.
Because one, they loved your music, which means that's a perfect candidate to be a new fan and someone that's going to continue to support you. But also, they may know people, right? And they may be like, hey, you should, and then they'll start talking around, and then they'll talk to their friends, and and then eventually they'll make it around to, well, my friend's a booking manager, and they heard about this person, they've heard great things, bring them in. Or don't forget about that, the engineering staff and the lighting people, and anybody that's happens to be working food and drinks and stuff like that. Go talk to them too, because they work those places, they see that stuff, they have connections too.
A rookie mistake that I made when I first started playing gigs was as soon as my set was over, I was gone.
Yeah.
Right? And then there are people that would be texting me and be like, yo, there was somebody who wanted to talk to you after, and you just bounced. And I'm just like, yeah, I did. I didn't say thank you to anybody. I just left. And I was because I was just scared to confront people about my music. I didn't want that awkward moment of you did so good. How
bad you are.
Yeah, that too. After all the good ones, the one bad one for sure. But no, I remember there was one show I played at it was Commodore Grill downtown, and they had open mic or whatever. And I dipped right after the show, and apparently the engineer had recruited a bunch of other people for another show after, and because I didn't stay for the third round.
Yeah.
Again, stay for the people you're playing with.
Yes.
Just stay. It's okay. You don't have to jet after you're done. At least watch the next band. Definitely watch the band that invited you.
Yes.
I see so many artists do that. They'll get invited by a band, and then they won't even watch that band perform. They'll leave.
Yep.
To me, that's just etiquette. I being in choir and theater growing up, we would always talk about that, or if someone was doing a monologue or anything like that in class, and my director would get onto us if we were on our phones or something. They're like, you don't want people on their phones when you're performing. You want people to be engaged. You want people to enjoy it. And so why in the world would you do that to them? You're being disrespectful to them.
Facts.
And you're going to check your phone, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But in the sense of keep the etiquette of they're supporting you by watching. Be supportive of them.
If they catch you in that moment, just be like, I was recording it, and then pull it and it's on your voice notes. Be like, I was recording to listen to it later, and then you're out of the woods.
Be present when you're an audience member. Be present. Be attentive, because that's all. If you show that you care about them, again, like we were talking about a minute ago, they're going to want to care more about you too.
Every little thing matters.
Every little thing matters.
Well, and just being at Dale's concerts before, I have had people that I didn't really know, or maybe I talked to them for a second and be like, hey, thanks for hyping me up during the show, because it's important for people to feel that way and to feel oh, I'm doing a good job. And so I don't know, as an audience member, I want people to feel supported.
Yeah.
And it's just so important. And whether you're doing music or you're not, and you're just an audience member, be as supportive as you can.
Yeah.
Don't just, or the whole time.
Yeah. And one thing is, if you want to make this your career, if you want to work as music for a living, that was
work as music.
If you want music to be your work for a living, right?
To work as a WAV file.
If you want that to be your career, when you get done doing the fun stuff, when you get done playing your songs in front of people, get to work. Right? Get to work. Go out and talk to those people. Make a point to go out and talk to those people. If you saw somebody that just happened to be smiling at your favorite lyric in a song or your least favorite lyric in a song, make a point to go out and talk to them about that and say, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for smiling. Thanks for giving some engagement.
Yeah.
Do those things because, I mean, I've gone to shows and I went to a show that my friend was performing at. I had nothing to do with it. I was just there to support because he was playing in a brand new band. It was their debut concert.
Mm-hmm. And
And while I was there, I happened to meet another engineer. And I was like, oh, cool. So we got to talking for a while. And then long story short, we exchanged contact information, cool guy. He hit me up later on about like, hey, there's actually somebody else over here who's needing some engineering work that I can't tackle. I have too much on my plate. Would you be interested in taking this over? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so that's actually something that's still kind of in the development on communication side of stuff. And it's doing some very non-traditional, non-pop music recordings, something very off the beaten path for what we would typically think. But that connection just happened to be there because I just happened to meet this guy and start talking to him at some random show. And then next thing I know, I'm actually seeing him at other events. And come to find out, he knows like a bunch of other people that I know. I'm like, oh wow, you know. But how did that start? He was just another watcher, another audience member at a show, and get to work, go talk to people.
Facts.
Well, any more professional advice from us unprofessionals?
Not that I can think of. We hope that this helped you guys out there. As we always do, we ask that if you think of anything that we hadn't hit on tonight, please say it in the comments, and we want to hear from you too. So that's it for our second segment. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna
play a game.
Play a little game.
Everybody had that nice quick break. I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome back, y'all. He doesn't know what he's doing. Sorry.
That was my second attempt here. My bad, y'all. My bad.
We're working on it. What's up, guys? This is segment 3. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. We're gonna end on a fun note. This is a game that I wanted to play because I saw that the Spice Girls were involved in it, and so I wanted Patrick to play. So on this game, we are going to be finishing the famous song lyric. Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Spice Girls.
When we do this, let us know how many you got right.
Yeah.
Let us know how many you got right.
Play along with us. Yeah. Play along. We both said at the same time. All right.
Hey, if somebody got jinxed on the podcast, would they have to be quiet the entire rest of the podcast?
Can you get jinxed?
No.
Oh, ouch.
Can you get hex?
You guys need to kiss and make up so we can play this game, all right? Here we go. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to say the line. I'm going to, bleep where not bleep, but like, you know what I mean? Pause where the missing lyric should be, and they're going to try. I'm going to give them the song, and they're going to guess what the last word is. Okay? So, the first song is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
I got this.
Here we go. Ready? Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay
alive.
Oh.
What's your guess?
Can you say it one more time?
Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay.
I mean, yeah, I would also guess alive.
Is it alive?
Guess the same thing?
Yeah. You're right.
Hey.
Yay. That was easy. That was an easy one.
Putting up a front when I said I got this because I didn't think I'd get that.
What's this song?
It's Baby Got Back, so it makes
a
lot.
Goodness.
This one's so easy. It's I like big butts and I cannot
lie. Duh. I think they start out easy.
Cannot die.
Just pick it and move.
Yeah.
To the next one.
I don't know
What if Dale was like, I don't know.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Did you go to the next one?
All right.
What's the song first?
Bob Dylan song.
I don't know it.
Gosh.
Like a Rolling Stone.
I don't know it.
How does it feel to be without a blank? Any Dylan fans out there?
Like a Rolling Stone. How does it feel to be without
Okay,
a?
the song is called Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh,
The song is called Like a
How
Rolling
does it
Stone.
feel to be without a heart?
family.
Oh, dark.
No. Without a. Yeah, I'll say heart too. Let's go with heart.
Ooh, not right.
Did it tell you what the right one was?
It did not.
Oh, no.
I don't know what it is, but it wasn't heart.
You have to
Jeez.
keep guessing, or does it move on?
It moves
moved
on.
on.
We'll,
Okay,
we'll know
good.
at the end.
Keep moving on.
This one's 99 Problems by Jay. Wow. 99 Problems by Jay-Z. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you. Blank.
Bye.
I don't know.
If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you. Blank.
I feel bad for you, bro.
Baby.
You're on the right track.
Girly.
Girly?
I know this one.
Jay-Z's going to be up there saying,
It's
I feel bad
son.
for you, girly.
It's son.
Son.
If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you,
bro.
son. I got 99 problems with him.
Okay, I thought you were saying he was close, so I was like, baby? I don't know.
But you
I
said bye.
baby. You
This is-
said sweetie.
This is Baba O'Reilly, The Who.
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
Don't cry, don't raise your eye, it's only teenage.
Dirtbag, baby.
Teenage. What is it? Katy Perry. I'm thinking of Teenage Dream.
Okay, say that one more time, Patrick.
Don't cry, don't raise your eye, it's only teenage.
Hormone? I don't know. I really don't know.
It's only
This one's hard.
teenage.
I would not get this one. I think I only know it because it's the only one that rhymes. Do you want me to tell you?
It rhymes?
Yeah.
Rhymes with
what?
I. Don't cry, don't raise your eye.
It's only a teenage sty.
Sty?
I don't know. Teenage
Maybe-
gets styes in the
Maybe
eyes.
it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Can I have one?
What's your guess?
It says rye. I don't think that's it. Oh, that wasn't it.
Oh my goodness.
It's the only one that rhymes.
Oh my
we are
goodness.
bad at this.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Let's get some Gnarls Barkley up in here.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, you do.
I remember when.
Oh,
I
okay.
remember when I lost my.
Mind. You
Mine.
said mind.
Oh,
yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. We did it again. Oops.
Yeah, right.
Oops.
I love his
I
name,
Want It That
Gnarls
Way by
Barkley.
Backstreet Boys.
Don't you love that song?
All of our fans will get this one for sure. Tell Me Why Ain't Nothing But a...
Heartbreak. Oh,
Heart-
heartache.
I
You're
think it's
right.
heartache, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Heartache.
Patrick,
named the
you almost
easy
messed
ones.
us up.
Shut up. Okay. Oh, I like this song. Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
The
There's
first
a-
song of hers I ever heard.
There's a fire starting in my
Heart.
Soul.
final answers.
There's a fire starting in my.
You better be in
Heart.
post. You better
Yeah.
be keeping score so we know who won this.
They all lost. Never gonna wish you ever had met me. Tears are gonna fall.
All right.
Rolling in the deep.
This one is specifically picked out for David. It's Taylor Swift playing Space.
Oh my god.
John Mayer.
I've got a long list of.
Names or no. Oh my goodness. How's that song go?
Prescriptions? I don't know.
No. Oh my goodness. I like that song too. Blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Min? I don't.
I didn't know it ended on that.
Names? Probably, yeah.
It probably is names. Right?
I'll say names. Is names a choice?
Names isn't even a choice.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, looking at this and knowing
Oh,
Taylor, I know
ex-lovers.
Like boyfriends or ex-boyfriends?
Ex-lovers.
Got a long
You got
list
it.
of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm
Oh
insane.
yeah. That's what she's saying there. Oh my goodness.
I got a blank. Are you sure this is the last?
I still
you
think.
said it's the last lyric, or it's just a
No,
line?
it's just the last word of the
Of A
of a
line.
lyric.
Oh,
Of A
this whole
line.
time I keep thinking that the song ended.
No.
This is Folsom Prison Blues by
Oh,
Johnny Cash.
Okay, some cash.
Bro,
I hear a train a comin'. It's rolling round the.
Bend.
Bend.
I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when I shot a memory.
Another great song,
Just
California
lost.
Girls by Katy Perry.
Oh.
Oh, wait. What happened? What happened?
Hey, that got Snoop Dogg in it, don't it?
No. No. What happened? Oh, we ran out of time. We're too slow.
It's timed?
We're too slow.
Is there a non-timed version?
Next quiz. Yeah, that's
I
another one.
I loved California Girls.
Here, start. Okay.
California Girls, unforgettable. Bye, 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 NSYNC. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no.
Lie.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yep, lie. This is another great song.
All right. Genie in a Bottle, Christina Aguilera.
Goodness, this is all like candy pop.
Shut up, we're on a time frame. We got a tight schedule.
Gotta rub me the right way.
Thanks. Continue.
I'm a genie in a bottle, you gotta rub me the right.
Way.
Way.
Just said it.
You got it before the question was even asked.
Yeah, I'm that good.
I think that's called cheating.
I love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett.
Oh, yeah.
I love the
Blackheart.
song.
Yes.
Jill loves the song.
So put another dime in the jukebox,
Baby.
comma, blank.
Baby.
Maybe. Britney Spears covered that song.
Really?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's a good cover. Bad Romance, Lady Gaga.
Bad.
I want your. Oh wait, I want your ugly. I want your.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry?
I want your ugly. I want your. But
Desire?
you're a criminal as long as
I want
you're
Revenge? Is it Revenge?
Desire.
No.
I think it's Desire, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. No, I'm
None of those are options.
Oh,
I want your love and I want your revenge. You need her and a bad romance.
No, I have no idea then.
It's disease. I want your ugly. I want your disease. But you're a criminal as long as it's free.
Makes sense.
Okay. How about some Carrie Underwood, Before He Cheats?
Oh, great song.
My
Dug
sister.
my keys into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive.
Got
Yes.
my name into his leather seat.
For a minute, I didn't think Drive was on there.
Are we gonna get like copyrighted because I keep singing?
True millennials, probably. I don't know.
Oopsies.
I have no idea.
Come for me, YouTube. She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5.
This is David's song.
Tap on my window, knock on my door. I wanna make you feel
Beautiful.
Like me.
easy.
Nope. not
Very
like you. Great song.
Cover Squirrel.
TikTok by Kesha. Wake up in the morning feeling like
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
yes.
That's an
My
option.
glasses
That's
at
hilarious.
the door.
I hate that I know
Hit
that.
this city. before I leave.
How about some Michael Jackson, some Billie Jean?
Mm-hmm.
But the kid is not mine.
Son.
Son.
These ones are way easier than the
There is-
last ones.
Oh yeah.
Pinball Wizard by The Who.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver.
Spoon. Oh.
Oh no.
Guitar.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver.
Screen. No.
I'll read some options to you. Ball, boots, chapstick, day, disgrace, friend, fur, here, hi. These are just random words.
I guess it's ball if it's in that list.
Played the silver.
Yeah, maybe it is ball. Maybe it's chapstick.
One of the
I
words
bet
is
chapstick
mocha.
is for I Kissed a Girl by
Yeah,
Katy
it's ball.
Perry. I'm guessing that one before it happens. Dive on the bottom now.
Here. Oh, easy.
I wouldn't have got that
Really? You've
was
never
that?
heard that? Started from the bottom, now we.
one. No. Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. Blame it all on my rules. I showed up in.
Peru.
Oh. Blame it on my roots. I showed up in.
State
My boots.
bases. Boots.
I thought you said rules.
Any country song is probably just boots, and you're right.
Boots. Trucks.
Ironic by
I love this song.
how do you say it? Alanis
Morissette.
Morissette.
Ooh, Alanis Morissette. Okay.
It's like rain on your wedding.
Day. It's like rain on your wedding day. This is really just a karaoke
I don't
session.
know.
It is. Every time I hand the phone
Alanis
to him.
Morissette is
No.
Jagged Little Pill. You guys actually should listen to the album because it is an amazing album. She's my favorite Canadian behind Avril Lavigne.
Sounds
You
like
can
one to fall
dance.
asleep
Oh
to.
wait, Dancing Queen, ABBA.
It's a dancing queen. It's
You
a song
can
that nobody
dance.
understood the lyrics to.
You can jive, having the time of your
life.
Life.
Okay, here's some Queen. We Will Rock You. Got mud on your face, you big.
disgrace. Oh, that one's perfect for you. Because you always have mud in your face and you're a disgrace. Keep it going.
Wow.
We're on a time crunch. Come on.
All right. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. All right, stop. Collaborate and blink.
And listen. Ice is back. Something, something, something.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not know that one?
I've heard it. I wouldn't have known all the lyrics.
Someone Like You by Adele. Oh, it's about to get emo in here. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts.
instead.
Sometimes it lasts in
Love and sometimes it hurts instead.
Never mind,
Okay, here's a really easy one. Some Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, no.
Just a small town
Oh,
girl.
of course.
Living in
Living
a
in a lonely.
World.
Oh, it is.
The Glee version's
Patrick.
better.
Shut up. No,
In the
you are-
comments,
you are
if
off.
you agree with me, because I know that there are people out there who hardcore agree with me.
No. Don't Stop Believing is the best song ever.
If you think
That's also wrong.
that is also wrong, it's a great song, but not the best song ever. But if you think the Glee version of anything is better than the original like rock stuff,
Dale,
you have problems.
no. Dale just has not experienced it. Their voice.
I'm not gleeful. Sorry.
Their voice. Oh my, it's Lee Michelle's voice, Amber Riley's voice. It'll knock you out of the water. You're only against it because it's Glee. But if you heard the cover and didn't know it was Glee, I bet you'd like it.
You're asking the guy who generally doesn't like studio produced covers though.
But it's different.
It's different. It's different. Okay.
I'm gonna show you Creep. I'm gonna show you. I don't think you would like the Don't Stop Believing cover, but We Are Young.
Yeah.
The cover of that is so good. Oh, is that it?
That was it. Yeah, we ran out
Okay.
of time again.
What did y'all
Oh,
score out
okay.
there? Did y'all beat us? Because you probably beat me.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me do karaoke.
Be that way.
Go book yourself a live gig right now.
And tell us all about
Hit
it.
us up. Watch
wanna
our
go.
interviews. Follow us on Instagram. On Facebook. Please follow us on Facebook. We have no one on Facebook right now. And watch our youth stuff. Thanks.
We are successfully
We'll see you again.
unsigned. Peace.
See you guys.